Welcome to Almost a Podcast, episode 191.
Yeah.
Paul and Barry.
Yeah. If this works, this is quite an interesting format.
We'll see.
Yeah.
This is the new bunker.
Yeah.
New bunker. Well,
Yeah.
I've got a beer. What you got?
I'm sticking with
Brewdog.
this,
Even with
Brewdog. Even though it's slave labour.
He's not exactly the world's greatest employer.
I don't give a shit.
Whereas I've gone for what is effectively... it is an imported beer, which is all I can do now, because I can't handle all these fucking Madri and all these beers that pretend to be imported, but they're not. They're just made in Berwick or
fair enough.
or wherever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Coventry, Luton.
So where's your beer from?
Well, it's brewed in Spain, but canned in the UK.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's in a big lorry,
Mm-hmm.
like a big petrol lorry full of beer.
Okay, so this is our first time of recording this like it's an episode of Parkinson's or something. Yeah, like I feel like I'm being interviewed.
Well, we did do something similar to this in the old when the Big C was around.
Yeah,
we had like Zoom.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Cool.
It's just similar to that.
But and these are my notes for the episode. So like I've come prepared.
And who wrote the notes?
Well, no, I wrote my bits in the notes.
So today's episode is a bit of a catch up.
Yeah.
We've got some new tech, so we've seen how that works out.
And apologies, we have tried to record a new way to do battle reports. When did we try? Wasn't it the third time we tried?
No.
We failed twice. Haven't we?
Yeah. You're going to win the third one.
We're going to win the third one.
And then claim that was the only one.
Yeah.
So hopefully next week or next time.
Yeah, we'll work it out. I mean, but I know what I'm doing work schedule now months ahead.
Yeah, but the only problem is that I now don't have any time off during the week.
Yeah, well, but we can work it out.
No. So it's funny. It's like there's a bit of a role reversal. You get time off for the week now, and I don't.
Yeah, but it's an evening then, isn't it?
It's an evening.
It's an evening.
Tuesday evening.
Yeah, Tuesday evening. That's easy. And I'm never going to be working Tuesday evening. Yeah, like so.
Not unless the wedding business changes dramatically.
Well, no, it's not. But
that would be a weird wedding.
That would be a weird wedding. Yeah, like anyway. We tried to record with Barry's new equipment and
twice.
We don't understand why it doesn't work.
I do understand.
Oh, okay, you understand now.
So basically, the camera's quite advanced.
Yeah.
But the memory card I put in wasn't advanced enough. So it wasn't quick enough.
Yeah. Okay.
I was too cheap. I mean, that's me old.
That's you old. Right. I suppose I should have said, Barry, did you take the cheap option?
It wasn't the cheapest option. But now we've had to go up market a bit more. So now it's working. I can see.
Yeah, cool.
I can see. You can see.
No, as long as it
looks like it's working.
Funny, like I enjoy playing the games anyway. I want both of them. Yeah, but prove me wrong.
It was a good matchup. Was it Empire against Undead?
Undead. Yeah.
I do love the Undead. They are very good.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about what we've been doing this summer.
Yeah.
Which has been more for you, I guess.
Yeah.
I managed to get 3 games in a week, which is about my record.
Okay.
Before I started working.
Yeah, fantastic.
I haven't had any games since. But
no,
you play all the time.
I got loads of stuff to talk about. Yeah.
You never stop playing.
Yeah, it was because and I've got this period of time coming up now,
right?
Where I've got is it the best run of hobby? You know, like in terms of, I've talked to you about it, but it's
best run of hobby.
No, it's in terms of like I'm booked up for loads of cool stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So,
okay. Like Henry Cavill, you are Chelmsford dancer to Henry Cavill.
I don't know, but like it is. Yeah, it's good times are rolling. There's just so many good, interesting games out there.
I'm going to set my watch because Paul's going to go first, and then I'll get 30 seconds to round up at the end.
Yeah.
So I'll give you. What do we take it in 10 minutes? Going to get all this in 10 minutes.
So
15 minutes. 15 minutes.
So games we've been playing, yeah.
Games you have been playing.
Games I've been playing. All right, so basically, it's been
apart from the old world. Well, nobody wants to hear.
I just run you through it. So, so I've been playing the old world.
Packing loads of the old world.
And I've been
how many armies you got now?
3.
Just the 3.
3. I've got a club event on Sunday. This weekend, and I am 1 unit away from being fully painted, which is no mean thing when it's an Empire army.
No.
It's very colourful. There's a lot of models, but I've done it, and I've actually
based.
100%. So it's been great doing that. It helps that the models are fantastic.
Have you used one of those base mixers that just dip and go?
Yeah. But I've been doing I do the base with like some Vallejo mud underneath it, and then when that's dry, that stuff goes on top, and then it's foolproof basically to give you a look. But it's the range is mostly Highland miniatures. with a thing called Reptilian Overlords as well, and some old GW metal ones as
so
well.
So most of this 3D printed
stuff.
Though.
Yeah, 100%. So like, if they just look good, they look so much better.
And
like,
they're probably quite a bit cheaper.
Oh yeah, because the guy in the club that's printing them, the resin is a material. Maybe it's the type of resin used. It's a brittle, but I'd rather have plastic. But you can't deny the sculpts. As in
spears. I find are the biggest problem.
Yes, exactly. Like small connections or like weapons are the issue.
Here it is. Mm-hmm. This bit here on the spear.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time.
Yeah,
but that was the same in War Master with the old Isles. Exactly the same fucking thing. Exactly the same point.
Mm. So that's been, and because I've got a new painting station. So like and it is, and I tell you, it does. If you, like, it's kind of thing that I was like, I wouldn't imagine me owning this, but it is one of those ones where it's got all the paints wrapped around you. So like you've got your permanent light setup.
So you're going to take some pictures. This is
you're going to have to. Yeah.
You're going to be like some kind of commission painter with all this shit around
but it's just like if you like the hobby space I've got now. It just makes you want to paint. It's just so nice,
right?
Like because it's this modular station thing. It's 2 levels, and it goes so it's done on an L shape around your desk, and it's just got all your paints there, sitting there. Yeah, I mean, it's not it's not space efficient. You could just because I was using some cheap old IKEA, not for painting,
right?
Rack, but it's like, but this thing. Is an extravagance, but it tell you what, it makes you want to be creative, definitely.
Oh, cool.
Which is cool.
Happy days.
And in the community that I'd been building for the Old World game, painted Warhammer looks so much better than unpainted Warhammer.
Well, painted anything.
Yeah, of course. But the first thing I'd started with was I did a decent table of scenery. Before I even painted a model, I was did the table first, and I would 100% recommend that for hobbyists.
Flames of Water.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't knock scenery. You can't, once it's done forever, and it makes all the games just so much better. Yeah.
I wish I could paint my army.
But most people do scenery as a sad afterthought, don't they?
Just put a couple of books under the
but they don't But I'm a fairly decent hobbyist, so it's like I've done this table of scenery myself, and it looks great, and it's just and it is just So anyway, so I'm playing the Old World. I've got Empire. I got Dark Elves from eBay. As a tester, I was like, can I buy things everything I want from eBay for a price I want to pay for it?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you can 100%, and I did that. Dark Elves, but they've been clever there. Like they are all just prime. So if I wanted to sell them, they'd be very easy to sell.
And they're gone.
What?
Long term.
Well, they're a legacy army.
Yeah, so forget about them. In 2 years' time, when you've got 50 theme armies each.
Well, we'll see. As in how the Old World's progressing, I guess it's clearly doing better than GW thought it was going to.
That's definitely going to be a podcast coming up soon. Is the discussion around theme army. Yeah. And people building war games around theme armies. Mm. So not just having the occasional theme list, because the new War Machine I was interested in for about 30 seconds. Yeah. Until I found out it was theme list only and non-legacy.
It's on my list here.
Is it?
And then obviously I picked up the new Skaven from Skaventide for our Warhammer, and they're this new Skaven models. Skaven got redone for Age of Sigmar.
Oh, the Skaventide is the name of the Skaven.
Skaventide is like the box. So the Skaven out of Skaventide, like the new, because that's the new AOS starter set. It started version 4? Is it? Or something? I don't know. Version 4. But because you're not going to play Age of Sigmar because nobody does.
Only nutters.
But these models are fantastic, and they are just 2-piece Skaven clan rats, which just look dynamic. And it's literally the aesthetic of them is exactly the same as the older ones. They literally just made them much better models and much more doing stuff like that as a running forward, that kind of thing.
What was that game? There was the board game where you had 12 activations and the cards.
Oh.
That game.
Yeah, okay,
those kind of sculpts.
Yeah. They're just and it's and so
they were really
then you obviously then you're working in plastic again. And you're plastic is the medium you want to be in. But again, you can't deny these sculpts. They're just fantastic. And lo and behold, they rank up really easily. So maybe they were designed to do that as well.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, so also I've been playing Song of Ice and Fire because it's a really cool game system, and that's had an update recently. So it's new, it's version 2025 is out. It's not. They updated the content.
Is any good?
Yeah, of course. They've really nailed that game down. It's a really tight game system now, and their new faction is Brotherhood Without Banners. Okay. Which is quite cool. Did not have that on my hobby card that. Been playing Gorkamorka and been loving Gorkamorka. I should definitly play you a game of Gorkamorka because it's hilarious.
I'm sure I can find a toy card that's playing red.
Yeah, anything doesn't matter. Or use half my mob, and use against my other half of my mob. It's so funny. It's it's way too. It can't be. You couldn't play 40k like that because the vehicle rules are too fun. As in things happen to the vehicles that you couldn't manage on more than one or two vehicles. If you follow,
too much bookwork.
Yeah. There's loads of shit that happens to them. As in you could do and you can. But it's as a game system, it's hilarious. So that's been fun to play. And
you get to go faster if you're red.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you believe
that would have to be.
Mordheim, been doing the Mordheim campaign. That's been going on all year. Playing Skaven for that, and then I'm booked up to play. So 2 games I really wanted. So I wanted to play Legion Imperialis. And I made it known in the club.
Okay, so that's the 8 epic
because the models are fantastic.
But only Space Marines
and Guard there are. Or Adeptus, whatever they are. And Rich McAdam was challenged me to a game. It was I'll play you a game of he's got Iron Hand. Evil Iron Guys. Iron Warriors. And he was I'll play you a game at that. We'll do 1,000 points. That's a small game of it. And set a date, and it's it's picked up an Astartes battle group, which is an army in a box.
Right.
And it is just this is fantastic.
Is it?
Well, no, is it in terms of I just love what it is.
There's no argument about the kind of how grand the scale of it is. But is the game any good?
Well, it's Space Marine 2nd edition.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so
all right.
If you're happy with the setting, which I am, then it's no different. It's a game system from the 90s.
So you were blue.
So I'm gonna that's in the future.
Obviously.
So obviously I'm playing Ultramarines.
And he was Iron Warriors. And they're kind of artillery based.
Yeah. Silver, evil guys.
I think they had the cool black and yellow.
They have hazard stripes.
Hazard stripes,
because they're all just function over form. They don't care. They don't make themselves look pretty. And obviously, and this has been the interesting thing. So I've grown a Warhammer, the old world community around the club. And
raised it from the dust.
And then I've gotten involved with the War Machine one. So War Machine Mark IV has Steamforge took over Privateer Press's game. And I've got 2 dates of War Machine booked up, and I'll be playing Signar for that.
Have you got some stuff to
play? Yes, I have. Yeah.
Or are you going Legacy?
No one.
That's the problem.
There's no point.
So you've rebought in?
I bought in, yeah.
How much? 200, 300?
200.
And that's for one army, one list.
That'll do.
That'll do for now.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, of course. But
there's not going to be one list.
No. But there's not actually a big depth of stuff out. For War Machine at the moment. Your Warjacks are modular. So.
Well, they always kind of were.
No, but as in they are literally you buy the chassis and you change the weapons that you want.
Within the points.
Yes.
Oh right, okay.
So you magnetise them. They're designed to do that. And plus it's after smashing out an Empire army for Old World, tackling a War Machine faction is nothing.
Yeah, but the only problem with that kind of is to somebody who's already got legacy shit,
a
lot of
you got
legacy.
left behind then,
Yeah, it is what it is. It's like Monpok.
Yeah.
You can reboot the game, but if you reboot the game and say I've got to buy all new gear, what do I do with my old gear?
Well, you try and sell it, and
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah,
what goes around comes around.
No, it's cool.
The best games are dead. You'll find.
Well, anyway, so I've got I'm playing Warhammer the Old World tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then I'm playing Legion Imperialis. So then I've got to paint 1,000 points of Ultramarines to play Legion Imperialis.
Yeah.
Then I've got to paint a force, an army of Signar for War Machine, and it's just cool, man.
Within when?
All within I've got a week on each project.
A week?
Yeah.
Shit, I've got till October the 2nd. Is it your event?
Yes. No, October 5th.
To finish painting this army, which couldn't be any simpler paint scheme.
Yeah.
I'm still not getting there. It's hard work though.
Yeah.
Even basing these bastards is 6-7 steps to basing it.
Yeah. So anyway, my point. Your question was what I've been playing, and that's what I've been playing.
We've been playing a lot.
Yeah.
I think you're insane to. Sorry if you're watching the show, but I mean, have you got enough players to do War Machine?
So yeah, no,
who's involved?
Dan, Ridge, Sherwin, Dave, Downs, me, and Steve as well. I don't think you know Steve. Yeah, like as I say, but like it's interesting. Like, so I enjoy playing Warhammer the Old World. Like, it's not a great game, and it's like, you know, but it's like I enjoy playing it.
I don't know if I've said on camera that I played 3 games.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed building the models more than playing the game.
Yeah, well,
every game I played made me want to play less games.
Oh, fair enough then. You know, like a depreciating commodity.
You know what I mean? You play the first game, oh, this is pretty cool. Play the second game, go, this is a bit... And play the third game, go, this is fuck this.
But as a war game, you know, like, because obviously I say I started it right with the scenery, and I've persevered, like, I put this painting, I enjoy painting the stuff, and it does look good.
Yeah,
like,
well, any mass ranks and flanks game look good.
Yeah.
Any of them.
But
even Kings of War look good.
Yeah.
But is Kings of War a better game than the Old World? I haven't played it since the first edition.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I thought the first edition was quite interesting, apart from the problem with the first edition of that, and you tell me if it's wrong with the Old World, it's whatever you face up against, you end up fucking fighting, because it's really hard to kind of move laterally across the table.
It is difficult, yeah.
With big shit. I'm not talking about little units, but your big blocks. End up just marching across to whatever the big block on the other side is.
Yeah, it's what's going to it's eventually what happen. But there's a lot of stuff that is maneuverable. Like, your big blocks infantry, you're right. Yeah, but they can't really redeploy from left to right. But
and wheeling's way too.
Yeah, cavalry. Yeah, wheeling's a really stupid mechanic. But basically, if you go into that knowing that, okay, this game system, I don't take it very seriously. And it's fun, and I build the armies I'm
not good to tournaments, etc.
No. But you need you need a scene. So like the tournament, like I'm running the Warhammer events that I want to run.
Right.
Where they're super relaxed. Yeah. Like, as in, there'll always be someone there who's taking it too seriously. That's inevitable. But you like.
Have your comp rules kept that under control?
Yeah. I mean, like, you have to have some just to stop the excessiveness. But it doesn't take much. I mean, like, because you remember when Warhammer the 8th edition was a thing, we were playing Swedish comp rules. So somebody had put a lot of work.
Oh, it's crazy.
That.
20 pages.
Yeah, like, so that doesn't exist. But simple addition, like simple fixes.
Just
like,
house rules.
Yeah, rule of 3, no max double frontage. Like as in that's because you don't have line hammer. Then line hammer looks ridiculous. I don't know if
it works in game, but it's just a stupid concept.
But it looks ridiculous. Yeah. Like and it's like no, fuck that.
So you've got these. Basically, you've got a load of fucking dwarves with crossbows and big weapons all in a single line.
Yeah, and that looks ridiculous. Yeah. But the most simplest fix is that a unit has a minimum frontage.
Yeah.
And the maximum
which is 4 now.
Is heavy infantry is 4. Yeah, but the maximum is double it.
Okay.
So regular infantry is 5, so that means you can go 10 wide, which looks fine.
Yeah. Kind of horde size.
Yeah. And then it's surprising that isn't actually an official rule. Like anyway, but it's and also. You talk about the legacy armies, but some bright sparks out there on a website called Always Strike First have done journals for the legacy armies.
Of course they have.
And they're great. And they're fantastic. And they make Skaven. So I'm never going to win a game of Skaven, but they put all the fun into Skaven, those things. And I'm like, because it's my scene, I'm like, yes, we're using them. And it's like, oh, and if you don't like it, fuck off. Because it's like,
please, send your letter of complaint into
exactly. Go grow your own scene. So I'm probably never going to play Warhammer the Old World at somebody else's event because
Warhammer World.
Yeah, no, forget it. Because I mean that would be dire. Anyway.
And there are no legacy armies anyway.
Yeah, but their scenery as well is not good. Like I'm surprised. Like they should be able to showcase the best of it.
Who's going to paint it?
Well, I don't know. They've got company people, haven't they? Make them do it. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm not going to play at somebody else's event because I've created the event. I've created the scene that I want, and it's like, and I've allowed good stuff into it. Like there's a much better allies, for example. There's a much better allies chart, and you can merc in demons. You can summon demons.
Who can't?
Yeah, you can.
Who can?
Well, because we've
who?
What? Well, like Chaos Warrior. Warriors are Chaos.
Maybe.
Basically, if you've got a wizard who can study demonology,
right? You can have one.
Yeah, you can have demons, and it's fucking cool. So anyway, but it's the problem of it is obviously the dragon issue is the fact that they are really good. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, these arcane journals they've done so far. The official ones are fantastic. They are exactly.
Well, they are themeless again.
Yeah, of course they are. But what they add into that game is what you want to see. Okay. And we should it's interesting to pay attention to it because that could inform Warmaster. In terms of ideas that you see there, because Warmaster comes from Warhammer, and this is the current version of Warhammer.
Right.
So
I'm not sure I like this.
No, I'm saying, but you should but it's
you want themeless in War.
No. But it's interesting to see what's at 28mm scale. Ideas that are in 28mm scale. Okay. If there's anything that you'd want at 10mm scale, yeah.
We've got 25 already.
I mean, as I said to you before, I would have everybody at the club playing Warmaster. It's the best game system, but I know that I know that won't happen.
I know that the biggest problem you've got is painting shit. Seriously, I'm being 100% serious. Mm-hmm. That even I'm doing as I've already kind of whatever I've already talked about briefly this project. Yeah. It's taken a fucking long time to do this, even though there's no painting involved. It's just an airbrush. Mm. So how long do you reckon it takes to paint a break 12 Warmaster army with some variety?
Well, so this is kind of going forward to our main topic, isn't it? I would want to use Skaven,
right?
But I haven't painted them, and I would have used and I'd like the idea of using high elves, but I haven't painted them.
Yeah, but how long would it take you to take even a high elf? Maybe break 10 high elf with some variety.
Yeah.
I mean, how long? How long does it take you to do a unit properly with basing and everything?
Of Warmaster stuff.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's a big investment.
Yeah.
And I think that is I'm not saying there's any way to get around this, but there may be. I'll talk about it in a second. But that's until they can 3D print in colour. Have you seen this?
Yeah, maybe that's coming. Yeah.
Where you actually kind of scan in a model that's painted, and they just print the fucking models for you, and then you just off and go.
Well, yeah, great. Then maybe you then put an ink on top of it or something.
Yeah, maybe. Just wash
it down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, so
anyway, what about your games?
Well, I can't really talk that much because I didn't play that much, but I did have a week where I played 3 games. I'll talk about that week. 1 week in my life. The week before I started my new job. So I played Gary at Dead Man's Hand.
Oh, the good cowboy game.
That game is fantastic.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
I don't know why they bothered rebooting it. I guess they've got to try and do something to get some money.
Still using card.
I don't know what they could have possibly changed. I don't know what was wrong with the game.
Yeah, no, I don't think there was anything, was there?
No, it was a really simple game, but lots of variety, lots of flavour.
Yeah.
Which is what you want. Mm-hmm. He was the Apaches and I was the Pinkertons.
The Pinkerton ladies.
Do you know, there was a story he shared me that the Pinkertons are still in existence.
Are they? Oh, okay.
People hire the Pinkertons to go and get shit done.
They're fucking right.
So the Pinkertons, and those goddamn Apaches, when they get into close combat, it's over.
Yeah, it's like, well...
No, seriously.
Yeah. It's done.
Seriously. Because you roll off, and however many you lose by,
you hit.
That's how many hits you take.
Yeah. No.
So the one I took 13 hits. You kind of run away at 3.
Yeah.
I took 13. Shit. But yeah, that's a really good game. I'm not sure I like the 3 scenarios. I think that takes a bit too long.
Act 1, Act 2, Act 3.
It's good.
Yeah.
I think 2 scenarios is probably enough.
And then just
that's what we did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was really good. We had a kind of a lynching. On the third scenario, so I think it was
some guys you gotta hang.
So we're hanging this Apache chief, and they've got to kind of rescue the Apache chief. Oh.
Some cunts just gotta be hanged.
It's good. I like that a lot. Yeah. And then on the Wednesday night, so it was Tuesday. Then the Wednesday I played OG Phil at Warlords of Erewhon.
Yeah, he's playing that quite a bit, isn't he? Okay.
So it's like bolt action, cross with fantasy.
Right, okay. So
and they use a D10 instead of D6.
Okay, I like. D10s are better. No. But is it?
They don't roll that well.
No, but are you drawing like a dice out of the back? Right, okay.
Yeah, so lots of stuff similar.
Okay.
And it's all kind of nerve based again.
Yeah.
So I like games that are nerve based. You don't have to kill everything because they start running away when you break them.
Yeah.
But I hadn't touched the game. I bought it. I hadn't touched it. We're using Lord of the Rings.
But the game is just a book, isn't it?
It's a book.
Yeah.
So there's model agnostic. We're using Lord of the Rings stuff because sort of all painted. So why not?
Why not?
Recycle it. So I only learned a game by playing it. Yeah. So I started building the list. I was going loads of shit can get throwing spears for free. You just swap out your sword for a throwing spear, and they're so effective in game that it's just like, why would anybody ever not just take throwing spears? You know, like Lord of the Rings.
Were you playing it correctly?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So like Lord of the Rings, because the guy that came over, I don't know his name, but he's actually a relatively experienced player.
Okay, right, okay, yeah.
So he was explaining that you basically have to charge for the throwing spears because you can't have them free because they're just too good.
Yeah.
Because like Lord of the Rings, when you go into combat, before you get into combat, you throw your spears, and you can kill people.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can also do that in defence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if you're being charged, you can throw your spears. Mm-hmm. So the not having a spear gives you a tiny bonus of like strength. Mm-hmm. So you've got to already hit for the strength to mean anything. Yeah. Because then you just like strength versus toughness kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the throwing and pins are enormously important in this game.
Right.
Like in combat, you'll win just by the other person having more pins than you.
Yeah, yeah.
Same as ball action.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you can put a pin on even when being charged just by throwing these bastard spears.
Okay. I mean, is you playing Phil? Are you sure you're playing the rules correctly?
Well, I did say straight away that Phil spears are broken as bollocks.
Yeah.
We need to do something about this.
Like.
And apparently Rick has, because it's written by Rick Priestley.
Of course, yeah.
He did say that he didn't push the game system because it was kind of like a friendly game, and he didn't have anybody like stress test it.
No.
And in hindsight, spears are broken as balls.
Yeah.
so if we do play it again, or if you are going to go into this game, you need to house rule spears. Maybe make them cost points, or make them make cavalry have spears and like infantry have long spears.
Yeah.
Like Romans had. Not Romans, that's the Greeks.
Is there like weapon options normally, like pointed? Are they like, or what's the smallest point increment of the game? Do it that way.
It's probably like 1 point.
Yeah, well, do that.
But I mean, 1 point gets you like something like a halberd or something.
Yeah, and then do that.
Or a bigger weapon.
Do these throwing spears.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you just gotta make them cost something so that you're giving something up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at the moment they're too good.
Yeah.
But the game itself was really nice.
Yeah, cool. Well.
And as long as you kind of doff your cap and play it in a gentlemanly manner, as with all the Rick Priestley games, the black powder and all that kind of stuff. Just don't take it too seriously. Yeah. It's fine. And then Flames of War. See.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because Eric has this Finnish army which you can use as Axis or allies.
Of course.
And they've got like really shitty. Well, it's not that bad, but pretty low grade equipment.
Yeah.
But like. Rock hard.
They're good with it. Yeah, they're good with it.
Rock hard, true. And the thing I like about Flames of War is that how true to life the game feels when you're playing it.
Yeah. It's
like you have to have mixed arms. You have to have artillery.
I mean, that's not. It's a benefit as well as a criticism. But you build a Flames of War army, and it's going to be a mixed arm force.
Has to be.
Because it, that's what all them evolve. Eventually, they are become, isn't it? Yeah. So if you take a tank battalion with infantry support, it's not much difference from an infantry battalion with tank support.
No.
Yeah, really. But but it's cool. It's a fantastic game system.
Yeah, they've got a nice new card-based system, and you can buy upgrades and all this kind of shit.
I really like how Battlefront they make it, how they package their stuff. Like you buy a decent army in a box. It's good. Like
the starters.
The starters. Yeah. They're like that's how you do an army set.
60 quid you're in.
And it's like, and that's not even a bad choice of stuff. And it's like plenty in it. It's like bang go. Yeah.
Yeah. And even the 2-player, I mean, if you get a couple of those and split with your mates, you got masses of stuff. Mm-hmm. The only problem I have with it is because you have to have like a defensive force and an attacking force, the game can get bogged down.
Yeah.
And it can take because there's no turn limit, it can take a long ass time to finish a game.
Can do, yeah, definitely.
Because once your stuff's dug in, it's really hard to kind of push out.
Yeah.
I think Eric made a run with I don't know what you call it, so let's call it a company, a unit, whatever it is, whatever the structure is for like 8 stands. 8 stands of men come running out and have 2 single point machine guns in cover. They just fucking destroy them all.
Yeah.
Because when they're dug in, you can't shift them. Yeah. And when they're out running, it's fucking forget about it.
Down,
Which is true to life.
True to life, isn't it? Yeah, exactly.
Don't go running at machine gun nests.
I mean, like, I was, endless YouTube channels. Like, basically, it was like, so German soldiers at the time, World War II, their job was just to funnel bullets to the MG42. So the riflemen never fired their rifles.
Right.
Like
But didn't they have one in every squad or something? No, the bigger one.
But it's like unit tactics, how they were different. Like the British, but basically also defensive mindset. So Germany's defending. It's like Normandy. British and Americans are attacking. So, and it's like memoirs of people. Like Germans never fired their rifles because the whole point of the rifle squad was to cover the MG42 and give it more ammunition.
So when it was reloaded,
that thing could fire like 1,200 rounds a minute. It was Hitler's buzzsaw, it was nicknamed.
Yeah.
Because you can't hear the individual bullets.
Right.
It's just and it was like over twice the speed anything else was.
Yeah, so that's why you'd need some armour to kind of clear them out. Because you're not doing it on foot. You might use artillery, maybe.
It's like you can't, infantry can't attack that. It's like it just hoses them.
Yeah, and I thought one of the problems I had in previous games was the gun teams were really shit, but now they seem really, really good.
Yeah,
rock solid.
Like as long as if they're fighting the game they want to fight.
Yeah,
you could probably hide them and stuff and ambush out and things.
But they had like gun shields, and they were taking out like proper tanks.
Well, that's what their job is, isn't it?
Yeah, but they didn't in the old game. They were so fucking.
Maybe you had the wrong matchups. I mean, you can in Flames of War. It can be if you bring the wrong tool. Like, I've got some terrible tanks and you come up against a good tank, or vice versa.
Yeah.
It's like, because there's no a 6 always kills something in Flames of War. It's like some vehicles cannot hurt other vehicles.
Yeah, some vehicles and some guns are so strong you can't save. It doesn't matter. Even like big tanks can't save.
Yeah, it's because this thing's designed to blow up bunkers. And it's just like
if it hits, you're gone.
Yeah.
But so it was good, and I'd recommend all 3 of those games.
Maybe
the only one I'd be wary of is Warlords of Erewhon, and you'd have to play that. I wouldn't buy models for it. I'd just recycle.
I don't have the stuff to play Dead Man's Hand, but I can easily play Warlords of Erewhon.
Using Lord of the Rings,
use your book, and obviously I can play Flames of War. It's like tell me what you want me to use. I'll be.
Where's my stuff's over there?
I've got a fully painted German army.
We can't fight German.
No. I use Brits. I can do it. Maybe Italians.
I heard about your little screaming Italian tanks, little diddlers.
It's as good as they get.
But so I don't know why I went for SS. I don't know. It was an
ideological
definitely not that, because they're not as good as the regular army, are they? In game,
are they fanatical?
Well, I mean, they're fearless.
Yeah,
which means
that's better.
Is it? Well, it's not when you keep getting shot.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be fearless and dead.
Well, yeah, there's less of them on the table. Yeah.
No, because we get hit on 4.
Oh, but because your guys are trained.
Yeah, no. So you have your stat because in Flames of War, bizarrely, your shooting depends on how good the other person is.
Yeah, how good they are at hiding. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, it is a good idea. So my guys aren't very good at hiding.
Oh, okay.
Well, your guys are better.
Oh, they're veterans.
Yeah.
Okay, well
that's bad.
That's choices. Yeah.
So we're fearless, but we keep dying. The fearless bit doesn't come into it.
You're trained fearless, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and you're.
Well, German army is veteran motivated.
So the medium on the motivation, but
the other way around.
Yeah. So I think it's probably better, probably.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, you take less morale checks than you do getting hit.
For sure.
Cool.
Cool. All right. So we normally have a break now, but we're not going to do that because we're recording.
So it's like news from the interweb.
Oh yeah. So as I'm not really an interwebby person anymore, I just wondered if there was anything you come across that was interesting you want to share. You don't have to. You don't feel like it obliged.
No, I'm just trying to like.
Well, don't worry if you haven't got anything you've written down.
I mean,
I saw an interview. Did I see somebody had done an interview with Rick? Because
he does like to do interviews, doesn't he, Rick Priestley?
Yeah, about War Master.
Yeah, he did. It was like.
But I see. What happens is I go in to see some shit that my brother's linked, and it kind of shows me. So I saw a tiny header.
It didn't. To be honest, if it's the same thing you're talking about, it didn't reveal anything I didn't already know.
But you know a lot.
But he was saying the same spiel just in a different way.
Right.
As in.
Oh, I saw something about the 5 armies as well.
Yeah. He talked.
That was the same thing.
Yeah.
All right. Because I think that deserved more than it ever got.
But you can see when he's being interviewed, is that War Master. He loved War Master. Like he loved it. Like he made that game system. He wanted to make that game system and was passionate about it.
You could tell he had complete control of it.
Yeah.
And just did what he wanted.
Yeah, and he made the game. So he made the game he wanted, and he came up and and he came up with some, obviously the original rules for it, etc. He didn't like, he was inspired but didn't copy anything else completely. And you can just hear him when he's talking about it. It's just like he's into this. He didn't do that for money, but GW at the time, essentially GW at the time, then the accountants, like, it wasn't a profitable game. So it had
the kind of the return on investment,
yes,
exactly, just wasn't big enough. But one interesting thing that I've noticed about Flames of War is they use the 180 line of sight rule.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is, I've only ever seen really in War Master. It was the first place I saw it. So the front of your base is where the line of sight is.
Right,
So when you're driving your tank, you don't have to worry about turning it round. You just point forward
and getting behind someone is quite clearly if you're behind them or not.
Yeah.
So facing is important. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was interesting. Mm-hmm. All right. So what's next on the list? Another break. We're going to do that. Details of your Essex GT 24.
So it's the main topic of the.
That is the main topic. Yeah. It's coming up.
Yes.
You sold out, obviously.
Yeah. No. So it's an interesting story, really. First of all, details of the event is I'm running a 2-day event on the 5th and 6th of October, and the venue is our gaming club, Chelmsford Bunker. For quite a number of years, I'd run Warmaster at the LGT. The LGT, for those who don't know, is the London Grand Tournament, and it's run by a group, a outfit called the UK Tournament Circuit, UKTC.
Right.
And their London Grand Tournament is their big event of the year.
Yeah.
They do them all over the country, but their biggest is in London. It's a decent venue. It's in an athletics centre, so it's spacious and well lit.
Better than the West Ham Football Club. First one was
that is true. That is true. So the Leeds Athletics Centre is a good venue, actually,
agreed.
For that. And they fill it, and they'd always and I'd run Warmaster there, quite a while now, a number of years. And at the end, but if you have to be critical, you're like, as in, what do you actually get for the ticket?
What do you get?
No, as in, if I'm running an event there, what am I getting for it? Yes, I'm getting to trade on the name of the place. It's a big thing. But these tickets
you get unlimited numbers.
But the tickets aren't cheap.
No, you could have as big an event as you could host.
If you could sell the tickets, yeah.
And you could fit in 2 days.
Yeah. But aside from the tables themselves, the physical tables, there's nothing else provided. But you can't expect that because smoke. I know, smoke behind the curtain. I know the situation of the UKTC, and you can't expect a tiny game system like Warmaster to get anything from them, because anything in terms of support, because
crumbs from the table.
You're not going to have scenery from them, are you? Because
you'd hope.
No, but it's not. So
are you saying there was only scenery for 40k and everything else had to scrounge around?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, there were maybe 800 last I heard at 40k players.
So he's getting close. So they're getting close to breaking the record, which is 910.
You've got to be fucking mad going to an event that big. How on earth are they going to finish the event? They're going to have about 20 winners or 30 winners. Or
they
something.
have a cut. It starts on does it start on Friday? They have a cut on the Sunday.
Right.
And those players who made the cut and are available finish it out on Monday. Yeah.
Right. You have to take a day off work in advance.
Basically, yeah. So that's why some people make the cut.
There's about 4 people turn up on a Monday.
You can't fault it because the thing exists.
Well, you can, because you've created a structure that's too big.
But what I'm saying is the event itself exists because 40k. If the other game system, it would still run, it would still be there if it was just a 40k event. All the other game systems are just are nice to haves.
Yes.
The only thing that matters is the 900 people playing 40k.
Yeah, of course, that's 45 grand.
Yeah, exactly. That's the businesses, how the business exists.
Yeah.
The other events are again nice to be there, but most of that money is made.
I mean, assuming it's 50 quid a ticket, maybe more than that. I don't know.
60 probably.
Could be, it was 50 when I went.
So no, it's in for the 40k stuff. Anyway, this is open source information. You can just go on the website and have a look. But what I'm saying is, so at the end of, I thought that I was you don't get really any like you.
It's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
No, it's not. I mean,
no, it is. Come on, if you want to go out in the evening,
you can't. You'd never be able to run such an event in a decent location.
No, but that's true for a 1,000-player event. But for a 20-player event, you don't have to be in the middle of nowhere, which is
it's. I mean, it's easy enough to drive to, but it is difficult for public transport. Even though it's close to London, it's like it is, and it gets very jammed with traffic.
And there's nowhere to go at it, really.
No, there's nothing there.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought, well, what you do get for as running an event there, you get a pack of stuff like to give away in terms of LGT themed medals, that kind of thing. But nobody wants that shit. It's not.
You gave me. I think I came second.
Yeah.
It's you gave me some chip fucking award.
Yeah, and it's like exactly
made of plastic.
Yeah, exactly. No one wants them. And it's like they're not themed to War Master at all, are they? They're just like they're generic.
Yeah.
And it's like, whatever. Like this doesn't, So the prize support is whatever the TO is generated from. You're not given like a budget of the ticket sales to like spend on prize support. It's like what you have managed to beg, borrow, and steal of other people.
John mainly.
Well, stand by, John. I'll be asking you, tapping you up. So that's the situation, and I'd gathered like the players together at the last one, and I'd said like, okay, everybody, we don't need to be here. Like next year, we don't need to be here. I will happily run an event in my gaming club. Is that more what you want to do? Like it's the complete opposite of. It's not an athletic centre.
No.
It'll be.
It's got parking.
But it will have free parking. But it will be a play. It'll be a smaller game. A 20-mat, like a small event, but it will have its own bar and it'll have its own parking, and it's in Chelmsford, which isn't London, but it'll be a very different thing. And unanimously, all the players were like, "We'd rather do that."
Okay.
They're an older crowd, aren't they, War Master? They don't need the spectacle of seeing a thousand people
noisy in it.
Of course it is. Yeah, it's like it has to. It cannot be. Like of course it was always going.
Because it's a massive single room. It's like an athletic stadium, and you've got maybe 1,500 in total people all talking at the same time in this massive single space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are things that are squared away. The food situation's much good now. Right. Like you can get your food fairly promptly. It's like there's loads of portable kitchens set up by Urban Eats. Like
at the event.
Yeah. So like, but in previous years they had issues of not enough kitchen, not enough food. Well, they smashed that. That doesn't happen anymore. They get enough food in. So you can't use that as a bad thing about it anyway. You ultimately, if you want to be a TO or something, do what your players want to do. So I said, this is our options, our two things. Which one do you like? Unanimously, it's the gaming club, and it's like so it will be. So when I was tapped up, as in, did I want to run War Master again? I politely said no.
Is somebody else doing it, or do you?
No. It's like I mean, it's that's why, and also my gaming club is in Chelmsford. Barry's a member as well.
Not a member anymore, but I do go occasionally.
There's no such thing as a membership.
Well, then I can't be a member, can I?
Well, then everybody's a member.
You're a member.
Yeah, you're a member. So the price, like the rent of the place increased. Overdue. So it's important to me as president of that gaming club that the club
president now.
You know I'm president.
Live president.
Yeah. The first job of the Fuhrer was to avoid remove competition.
So the new Napoleon's coming back out. I don't know if you've heard. The director's cut with an extra hour.
Oh, good. I'll be watching that.
Yeah, I'll be watching it. People have said it still doesn't make sense. I'm sure it does. Whatever. It's got to be better than.
It's got to be telescopic sights in like Napoleon and trenches, aren't there? That was happening.
Did you? I will have to. Anyway, we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
But so what's the plan? What's the plan?
It's important to me to run an event, like make my gaming club exist. And we are popular. We're sold out again on Wednesday, so that's happening. But it's also I want to run events at my gaming club because then I can give some money back to my gaming club.
Right.
And that's important to me. So I reckon my gaming club can hold 18 people on 6x4 tables.
Yeah.
So I obviously had a WhatsApp group of the players of it, the easiest way to communicate to everybody, and And
from the LGT.
From the LGT. So it's.
So you didn't even have to advertise.
No,
it was all done. Boom.
No, it's like, that's the thing. It's like I just simply changed the name of the WhatsApp group, and it's like now it's the Essex GT.
Right.
You know, like and I said, okay, this is the date. I took like polls of when.
Well, you might need to find somewhere slightly bigger next year so you can advertise it.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's just like so like I changed the like okay, the group is now it's the Essex GT. Held a few polls of like what dates do you want it to be on. The majority went with the 5th and the 6th of October, and it's like you can't please everybody, so you just go the majority.
Can't please my wife.
Yeah, like sure. And it's like, and then it's like that's the date it's going to be. Worked out the numbers and worked out the price of it at like 30 quid a ticket. Boom, it's gone.
Is that all it was?
Yeah,
I can't remember what I paid.
Yeah, because that covers the room. So yeah, it's sold out.
And any food or any drinks?
I mean, there's the bar.
No, but so there's a lunch break we can get somewhere local.
Yeah, like either bring your own.
The Nissa shop.
Yeah, Nissa, or bring your own food, or we'll order a pizza in. Yeah, like
What's that, bro? It's from Game of Thrones, isn't it? Nissa. Is that what they used to call Nissa or Nissa? The Game of Thrones?
Nissa, yeah. Nissa, the corner shop. So, and that's really cool. It's just like, it didn't even need to advertise it. Like, it sold immediately.
Boom.
Yeah, and it's like, so I then, recently I put a post on Facebook saying, this is what I've done, like, it's sold out. In the future, would other people be interested? Like, and I added you into this WhatsApp group, and I don't have to run like one event a year. I could run more,
right.
But it's like I'd like if there's the interest there, I guess I better find a bigger venue.
You need a bigger bus.
But obviously,
do you need a bigger venue? Then?
But also I look at it in the sizes that I live close to my gaming club. It's convenient for me, so it's like. Ultimately, it's like as I said, like as in, if I could find another venue, but it's going to be in Chelmsford because I'm not going to inconvenience myself, and it's like that's that. I mean, though like say Whaling Games held it or whatever, that's not far away.
Next year I might be able to hold it at if we could hold it at school, I might be able to. I mean,
schools are only that obvious answer, aren't they?
Yeah, but no beer, obviously.
Yeah, but they've got tables and they've got space.
And they've got tables plus space.
Yeah. I mean, and the format of the event is going to be a 5-round event. 18 players, it might only need 4 rounds.
We'll play the 5th game.
We'll play the 5th game, but like I'll
just call it after
4.
Because otherwise you can call yourself proper.
No, exactly. Once Janice has won 4 games, that's going to be that. Be like, okay, everyone, we'll just play the last one for funsies.
Bravo, Janice.
Well done, Janice.
What's he playing this year? Because he's won everything with it, hasn't he?
He's won everything.
It's Kislev, isn't it?
I don't know if it might be.
It was.
But what he's using in this one, I don't know.
He normally does a year with
he normally does. So
and just rinses everybody. Rinses everybody with it. So.
So and I've had a volunteer to take on Janice in round 1.
Who? Jim?
No, not Jim. Jim normally.
Grudges,
Jim waits. Yeah, Jim's the gentleman. But we've had. I put it out there to the group, and it's like I said, all right, who wants to take Janice on round 1?
You got to beat the king to be the king.
Yeah, like who wants to take the goat on? Like it's an experience everyone should try. At least once. So I had a volunteer, so that'll be round 1. It's nice. As in Janice doesn't know this because he's too cool. He's too cool to be in the chat group. So it's like same as Jim. There's 2, and you actually, you mug nugget.
I can't do chat groups anymore. I created the Curry Club, and I don't even know what's going on in there.
Exactly.
It's like you're going out on the 20th. I didn't even know.
Yeah, we are.
I started the.
We discussed it, innit?
It's so funny. It's like anyway. But so the only problem with that is if you're going out for curry on the Saturday, I'm still not sure I'm coming.
Because you're going to see.
I'm not going to see. My wife bought 2 tickets to see Alan Jones.
Okay. Yeah.
Who is now so old. That he has to sing a duet with his younger self on video.
Oh, that's really bad.
Because everybody wants to hear the snowman.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. But I just play.
I'll play, and I'll just
harmonise. Yeah.
So I'm trying to find somebody to go with her. Right. But obviously I can't make it. I can't let her go on her own. And she wants to go. She bought the tickets.
I get that, but
the only option at the moment is I pay my 14-year-old son to
do
go.
That.
Yeah. Man up! You go see the snowman.
Yeah, she'll love that as well, wouldn't she?
Oh.
What?
Well, that's what I'm going to have to do.
You're going to have to do
14-year-old son's going to have to man up, take his mum
to see the snowman.
See the snowman
while Dad gets drunk.
Dad gets drunk and has a curry.
People don't believe you're going to turn up.
I'll definitely turn up. Saturday night's the only issue.
Yeah, no, but people don't believe you're going to turn up to any of it.
It's here, look.
Yeah, but like, you don't exist like some of these people.
Oh dear. Well,
like, they don't believe you exist.
All right. It's like Kaiser Soze. I'm going to straighten my arms up.
So yeah, it's so format event round 5 round, and then out for curry and drinks. I've got to like book a restaurant.
Don't make sure you don't book the 7 Elephants because you're always slagging that.
No, I probably will have to because it's definitely going to be available, isn't it?
It's definitely available.
Can you seat 20 people on a Saturday night? Of course we can, sir.
There's not you in it.
It's like we'll open especially.
There's a really nice Thai place.
Yeah. I haven't looked at it yet.
That's very near to there.
Mm-hmm.
And they can normally fit you in. They're really
okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, like,
try that.
So yeah, give me the details of it because it's like after Sunday. So I played the one with the older one. This Essex GT is the next event, so that I need to I'll get on organising it all.
Right.
You know, there probably won't be much prize support. I don't think there needs to be that anymore. Really,
you're not gonna. Are we still giving KRD or?
Yeah, I'll tap him up, but it's like but it's
like
Comedy
Force John. Of course.
Yeah, I'll tap him up. Yeah, like but it's like the thing, if they're willing to do it, the thing would be like, is the only thing I'd ask for is just a thing for everybody. That's nice. You know, like
He has these little.
he doesn't donate an army. Just like a thing for everybody to have. Like everybody you take to like every player.
The token pack.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Or something like that. Anything like any one thing for everybody is good.
Yeah.
Like that's better than an army. Because it's just going to go Janners anyway. Well,
You don't need it anyway.
You don't need it.
He needs go ball.
Yeah,
go ball.
And so I might obviously I'd like to be using Skaven, but they're not painted.
You can't be playing.
Of course I'm playing.
Yeah, it's your event. You're running the event.
Yeah, so I'm playing.
I mean, you won't win, but what if you win?
I'm not gonna win, but like.
But what if you win?
I'll probably be using Empire for it. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
And also,
I wish they were better. I keep saying that. I wish they were better.
Yeah.
I just can't get wins with them. People say, "Oh, they're competitive." I'm not sure they are.
Yeah. But then, and then going into 2025, because obviously, I was running a yearly event because it was the LGT, and now that's obviously gone. And we're on to a better thing. But I don't have to only run one event. I can run more, and it's interesting, like seeing the demand of it. It's trying to gauge the demand. Like, because originally when I said it, I was like, okay, I don't need to run the biggest event in the country. I don't need to do that. But it's like, because my agenda was Chelmsford Bunker. I want to, and that has a limit of space. But if there genuinely is the demand for a big event in the south, then I'll I'll find a venue that will fit it.
I mean, Wayland are probably quite big, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, they are. Dealing with them is difficult, but
sure.
But it's a 40k won't be much bigger than the club, so that's not going to be a big event. I guess Wayland is the option.
I don't think 40k is even.
18,
no, it might be 16 tables. Maybe.
Yeah, it's not.
Maybe
enough.
That's 32.
Yeah, that's not bad, but it's like.
But it's a bit cramped.
It's cramped, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, like as our gaming club, it's comfortable, and it's like, and it is. There's just, as a venue, it's just like that's it. It would be my music playing. It would be the bar. I'm asking about if the venue is available in Saturday evening. I'm just finding out. That is an option. And like, if it was, I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe that might be an option. Yeah, I will see. Because ultimately, it's like us as a group of people hanging out, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm just.
Well, that would be interesting.
That would be Well,
then you'd have additional problems around food. You'd have to get pizza.
Yeah. As in, like, if we did that, it's like, what would it be? But like, it's like it doesn't hurt asking. It's probably taken.
You're just trying to get people sat around playing love letters or something. That's what you want to do.
No, and so that's the main thing. That's the details of the Essex GT.
And the next podcast, maybe we might get one in before then, but it'll probably be after then because we've got to get this video game in next. That's the most important. Mm-hmm. And it looks like it's recording all right. So I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to talk about that again. Now the next thing we need to talk about is. I need to get on the forum. Are you back on the forum?
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff.
My computer updated and it lost the link.
Okay.
So I couldn't find. It lost the memory.
That is a good point because it's not advertised anywhere.
Yeah, so I couldn't. And I was like, well, hang on. I had to ask you for the link. It's like, I'm sorry.
So it's been a couple of weeks since I've been on there, but somebody rightly suggested next year's a big year.
Yeah.
2025 is the silver anniversary of War Master.
Because it came out in 2000.
Yeah. So we should try and do something, especially around the War Master Journal.
Right. Okay.
Maybe I'll approach Rick, see if he'll give us an article or something.
I mean, that would be lovely if he did.
He either will or he won't. I mean, he's a man of legend now, so
Yeah.
you never know. And then maybe I'll approach Lex.
Did you see his random video about shed painting with a tiny brush?
Was it some April Fool or something?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. It was like, so he was like, here I am going to paint my shed. Like, and he's got this obviously a good house, hasn't he?
I'm
and
sure
he
deserves it.
I'm going to paint it with this brown, and I was like, if you take this like Winsor Newton 3 or whatever, it's like, yeah. And it's quite. He played it deadpan. He's quite a funny guy.
Has he got his own website, YouTube channel?
No, I think that was for Warlord Games.
Well, okay,
yeah,
cool.
But it was funny. Like he's got a good sense of humour, that man.
Yeah. So a couple of things around that. So one, we need to start I need to start tapping people up about contributing.
I'll write something for this one.
I like that.
Yeah.
And maybe Lex. He was one of the real godfathers of the game.
Yeah.
And I know he's got put out of trunk with Revolution, but that's what revolutions do.
It's like
it's not like Napoleon.
the French Revolution. It was like, drop your heads off. Come on.
It wasn't quite that bad, but it would be nice. It would be nice, and those other people like the French again. They've got the War Master game.
Yeah.
And
I could see so many different types of article for that, whether it's like community building or as in like advice to that or whatever.
So that'd be good. We'll try and put a good one together for the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
And
I mean, what that tells me there is you run a 25th anniversary War Master event, don't you? Like.
I mean, that would be the ideal if you could have some kind of.
That would be.
I'll tell you what. All right, because this is again shooting from the hip, and sometimes it comes off this kind of stuff, and sometimes it doesn't. Like the one I said about doing an event at the whatever that fucking place was in Nottingham that didn't work out in the end. But what would be really cool would be a team event.
Yeah. National teams.
It doesn't have to be like a single team because that's kind of exclusive because it's
no.
But you represent your country.
No, but you have like England A, B, C.
Whatever, as many as you want. Yeah. Because what you then do is if you can get that core, it only has to be 3 players maybe. It doesn't have to be 4. Yeah. You get like 3 players from. You're going away and you're having an experience with people you know, like mates.
Yeah.
And that's what life's all about, having experiences with mates.
Yeah.
So if you could, that would be the dream. If you could try and find a way of getting some kind of international
if you did it as 3
team event.
If you did it as 3 people to make a team, 2 of them have to be from the same country, and that's the country you represent. So you're allowed to murk a 3rd player in.
Murk him in.
Yeah.
See how much Janice gets paid to go.
Yeah, exactly.
The Americans.
See, like,
2 Americans.
It's like exactly. It's like, right. Do you want the goat? The goat's got a cost. He's the Tom Bradley of this place.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Yeah, sorry.
No, Tom
He's the Morgan Thorpe of this thing. It's like that'd be really good format there.
Okay.
So teams of 3. 2 people,
2.
same country. That's the country they represent.
Yeah.
The 3rd can be anywhere and is murked in to play for them. Yeah.
And if you want to keep it cheap, keep it near to Stansted.
Yeah.
Because people get cheap shit flights into Stansted.
Definitely fly to Amsterdam, as I found out.
I mean, you don't want to get people having to fly into Heathrow on British Airways and stuff.
Oh God, no.
But your Ryanair shit into Stansted.
I've got the Danes coming along. I mean, that's the thing. It's like I've booked the Saturday for this event, like on my Essex GT as holiday, because I'm like I can't dare risk not being available because I've got Danish people travelling internationally too.
And I've seen.
And I was like,
I've seen that Uhtred, son of Uhtred.
Yeah.
You don't want to piss the Danes.
Yeah. Didn't they kill us all?
So good stuff. Good stuff. So I think that would be a really nice way to try and do a 25th.
An international team tournament based somewhere
but it would need to be because the problem is you're going to need a lot of help with the tables, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. I mean, these things live and die on the scenery. Yeah, I mean, unless you are willing, to put 2D scenery down.
I mean, I've got 3 sets. I mean, it's not great, but it just gets the job done.
What you would do, play the game.
Yeah.
If you're just willing to go, we know, okay, the fallback is 2D scenery because that's what we've got.
Yeah, and you'd rather that than nothing. And people can't be flying.
Nothing is not an option.
Yeah, but people can't be flying with terrain.
No.
Especially on Ryanair. I didn't even have room for spare underpants.
No, you can't.
You got the bag. The bag was so small.
Oh God, no. And nobody who travelling I mean, they're going to struggle to carry the models. Like, nobody travelling internationally should be expected for that. You know, you've got to host these people. You can't ask them to carry more than the models they need. Or, like, you know, lend armies out on the other side, you know? Like, I'm more than happy to do that. It's like it's a...
So should we aim for this time next year to try and do a team event?
We have to play on its 25th anniversary thing. Yeah. We have to that has to be in the title. And probably has to be known what you're doing.
It's probably better to keep it Chelmsford because it's near Stansted. You get the X30.
Yeah,
X30 costs you.
I mean, okay,
so the X30 is a bus from Stansted.
Why not the silver War Master the silver tournament or silver
Okay, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right. Well. You say the beer talk, you don't write checks you can't cash, but we'll see.
No, that's in the realms of possibility.
Yeah, I think
because,
so.
I mean, really what you're asking for is only a bigger version of what you're about to attend in Chelmsford anyway, but more like trading on the 25th, and I do love the idea of a teams event. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Channers might not win for once, because he can't carry the whole team, can he?
No, he can't. He can win a third of the games.
And with the team event, you could probably get away with 6 games, and there will be enough variation in the results to get a winner.
Yes.
Because the problem with if you go more than, what's the number? So it's like 2, 4, 8, 16, 30. Once you get past about 32, you can't do it.
So obviously we're a team, but who's our third?
That's a fair option. Maybe we'll have a raffle.
Have a raffle. Yeah, we'll take a raffle. Yeah. We'll take anybody.
If they're looking for, anybody.
Yeah, anybody. Yeah.
So if you've got a team of 2, you can pick up a Merc.
Yeah. That's a good way to do it, isn't it? Because
the 2 got to be from one country, and then the Merc's the third.
It doesn't matter. It's just like whoever agrees to play for them, and it's like that does. Yeah, so that opens that option up to anyone to go and attend. Then, because if you want to go, but you don't have a gaming group or somebody like that, then you can be a Merc for somebody else. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. I think we just we're going to call it a night now because it's about an hour and 5. But you've just seen how. How you can kind of get involved in an idea, and then as long as you follow through on the idea, you can make shit happen. Which is what you're talking about, scene building. Yeah. You could have that idea and then do nothing.
Yeah.
Or you could have that idea.
But say you with the scene building, I guess it's become easy for me. But it's interesting when you see other people try it and they struggle. And they fall over at their own. They make barriers. They make hurdles for themselves.
Right.
And they struggle to get over those hurdles. And you don't even need the hurdles there. Just get and ultimately just do what the players want to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, and if you're motivated by what you want to run, like we are playing. So I should have said this Essex GT is.
It's going to be Winter Roller.
It's Winter Roller.
Of course it is.
I didn't need to do Winter Roller 2024 because Winter Roller 2023 was
already perfect. It was perfect.
That's why I didn't need to make a change. So
I'm sure I'll find an error.
Yeah. So it's it doesn't need to be 2024. It's because that's great. And so it's.
I mock you sometimes, but it is a nice piece of work. The Winter Roller.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't take the piss out.
No, of course, but Janus has won some events this year because of the crazy formats of the events.
Oh, don't talk about the War Master.
Have allowed him to lose a game and yet still win. And I'm like...
That's the victory points only matter one.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
We've talked about that before.
Like, you should have... When he got announced as the winner, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, threw my shoe at him.
But that's because he read the rules.
Yeah. It's like...
Played to the rules.
It's like,
That's why he's the best. So if you want to get in touch with us, you can get us at warmaster.podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Get Paul on Facebook.
Yeah, tap me.
If you're interested in doing something for the Warmaster Journal, I think the email address is warmaster without a dot, so just warmasterjournal@gmail.com.
At this event we're talking about, the Silver 25th, you could give copies of the journal away. Ooh. Hard copies. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah.
They have to be given away though. Don't go selling this, the journal. Don't go making money on this. We don't want any of those GW lawyers on us. It's all right as long as you give stuff away and do it for free and do it for love, but don't try and make money out of it.
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so until next time, he's been Paul. I've been Barry.
Thanks very much.
Good night.